Hey there, my 24 members. It's your buddy Drew here, and it's the 28th, and it's time for our weekly updates, okay? Our weekly updates with, system funds, how's all that stuff going? So, guys, I got to warn you, this video is going to be much shorter than the ones I've normally been making for the weekly updates because I have the flu today. I know I might not seem like I have the flu, but if you look at my face really, really close, I'm kind of a little bit whiter than I normally am, okay? So I'm not really feeling that good today, so I'm going to try and make this a little bit quicker because I want to, get some rest and stuff, and I still have to go and do payouts, which takes me a very, very long time to do the payouts because lots of people make mistakes, guys, and that's actually something I want to talk about before we jump into the updates and account funds and stuff, guys, is please, please, please make sure that you get your payment processor ID proper. Make sure it's right, guys. Like if you're using Payza, make sure it's your Payza email address. If you're using Bitcoin, make sure it's your address for Bitcoin, okay? And not like the some people put their username, some people put their member ID, like the number on the end of the referral link. I've even seen some people put the URL to like Bitcoin, the website, okay? So please watch the videos on the site. It's really, really important that you guys watch the videos because what ends up happening is every time there's an error, like a typo or where the system catches it, like, oh, that's not a Bitcoin address. If the person's put their member ID for their payment processor ID, then it stops paying people out, and we have to manually go in there and reset it and delete the cancel that payment that the person has made a mistake, okay? And this constantly, all day long, guys, we have to do this 24 hours a day because there's over 41,000 members right now, and you can imagine how many people that are new that are coming in and they make mistakes, okay? But I'm not saying, you're horrible if you do that. I'm just saying that, everyone makes mistakes, but let's, follow the videos and let's really concentrate on building a business and building it properly, okay? And if you're putting in typos in your email addresses for Payza, or if you're putting the wrong information for your payment processor ID, then you're not really focusing on the big picture here, okay? And you got to focus on the big picture, right? So watch those videos on the site. Boom, there we go. So let's get into this, guys. This is last week's results. We're crushing it. It's unbelievable, guys. We're almost doing $2 million a week of payouts. Get that straight. Guys, $2 million a week in payouts. We're almost there. This is incredible. It's freaking phenomenal if you think about it, right? These rev shares that have been around for like 2 years or, like almost 2 years basically, we're like, our payouts are like half of what their payouts are. And we've only been open for like 2.5 months. This is incredible if you think about it, just how much money is coming in and how much, we're basically, not to sound like an idiot here, but people are getting rich, guys, because of our system. Like people are actually changing their lives. And I know a lot of systems go out there and they say things like that, like join this system, it's going to change your life. My 24 is actually a life changer when you think about it. Guys, you see those post after post after post. I've never made this much money online in any opportunity before, and I've just started this like 2 months ago or a month ago, or I started this 2 weeks ago. I can't believe how good this works, Thank you, all that kind of stuff. So, this keeps us going, guys. Like right now, I've got another 8 hours of work ahead of me, but I know that, let's put it in. Let's get things done because we are making a change here and we're making a change for the better. Okay, so let's get going here. Enough of me talking. Last week's results, Alexa.com, our rank was 10,416. This week, we're sitting at 9,466. 9,466, guys. That's like another 1,000 spots that we've went down, which is phenomenal, right? Once we get to around 1,000, which is going to be, guys, it's not going to be impossible, but it's going to be very, very hard. We're going to have these numbers at around 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, probably most likely around 300,000 to see those kind of numbers where we're around 1,000 on Alexa.com. It's probably going to take us, at least another 6 months to 8 months, even a year. That's my goal, guys. and let's all put put our efforts in and really build My 24, and that's how we're gonna get there, right? Okay, so Alexa Rank is just killing it. I've never seen results like this, guys. This is amazing. This is like us being online for 2 years. Those are the results. The kind of results we get is like 5 to 10,000, right? If we're if we're getting a ton of traffic, and obviously we're getting millions, guys, millions and millions and millions of people are seeing My 24 every single day. Okay, so total members, 41,644. We're growing good. Last week we had 38,890. So, we're just exploding, guys. Every day is an explosion. Almost 7.9, guys. $7.8 million of payouts in 2 months and 2 weeks. Wow. That is crazy. That's absolutely crazy when you think about it. Guys, it's phenomenal when you think about it, right? Okay, last week was 6.1. So you can see the growth here, guys. You can see the growth here. And I'm going to show you our funds. It's not like, we're dying or anything like that. We're better than we were last week, right? It's crazy. We've paid out almost $2 million to our members. And guys, our member base is not hundreds of thousands of people. It's 41,000 people, right? And not all of these guys are active. Some of these are free members, right? So this is just unreal. It's absolutely unreal, okay? So next thing we're going to look at, commissions paid out. This was the big thing this week, guys, was we passed $1 million in paid out commissions. So we've got $1.1 million of paid out commissions. Last week we had 879. So once again, the numbers line up, the numbers match up, and things are good, guys. Things are really, really good here with My 24. So we're going to shoot on over to Payza. But before we go to Payza, guys, I'm making this video a little bit later than I normally do. Normally I make them in the morning, but I got up this morning. I was like, oh man, my stomach was just all like gurgling and just, I don't want to tell you what happened, but it was pretty nasty. And I just couldn't do the video this morning. So I thought, okay, I'll wait through the day. I'll take care of myself and I'll just, work online all day and stuff. And then, we did the video later. Okay. But here's the thing is that Fahima's went ahead and done his Payza withdrawals. Okay. And I'm going to show you that right now. So Payza is going to be much lower because he just did withdrawals, Look at this. Okay. So recent payouts, and you'll see it's all Payza for pages and pages. We'll go back 6 pages here, guys, and you'll see it's still Payza, right? Payza. So probably about $150,000 of payouts with Payza there. Okay. So when we look at our Payza account this week, it's going to be a lot lower because he just did the cash outs. Okay. So don't be surprised. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, as long as we always have, at least 100,000 in there in funds. And we've got a lot of frozen funds as well. Okay. But if we ever, guys, think about this, if we ever get in any kind of trouble, we can pull from our Bitcoin account and put it in another payment processor, right? We've got over $1 million now of Bitcoins. So we could pull 400,000 out of that and put it into Payza if we would need to do something like that. But as of right now, we don't need to do that. Okay. So here's the Payza account, guys. We're sitting at just about $200,000 in Payza. Okay. And we've got in our frozen funds, we've got $434,000 in frozen funds. This gets released roughly in about the end of February. It gets released to us, and it should be about, I would say around $800,000, guys, that this is going to get released, and it'll be about $40,000 to $100,000 a day that it'll be released to us. Probably around $40,000 a day. It'll be released. So, in that time, that's kind of with Payza, that's kind of your goal, is to keep the funds going till the frozen funds get released. Okay, and after the frozen funds get released, it's kind of like a little allowance to the system that comes through. But here's the thing, guys, and this is the big thing about what's happening in My 24 right now, and why Bitcoin in the system is so much more powerful than Payza in the system, is because people are coming in here. They're using Payza because they're used to Payza, because Payza's been around a long time. When the original rev shares opened up, it was like Payza, Solid Trust Pay, and no one really used Bitcoin, right? So everyone's using Payza. And then what happens is people start to realize, hey, there's fees. There's fees with Payza, right? And I know I say this in every single one of my videos, guys, but I want to get this point across to you, and I want it to like resonate with you and sit in the back of your mind all the time. Fees are good, okay? Fees are like insurance for making money online. You know, it's insurance that if you have a problem, if you have missing funds, if you have, you know, some kind of problem, maybe that we're sending you the funds, but they're not getting to you because of some setting in your Payza account or something like that. That happens all the time, guys, where you've got it set up so you don't accept funds from Canada, or you've got it set up where your account's actually under temporary suspension or something like that, right? And you can actually contact a support person and they'll help you out with this. They'll let you know what's going on. They'll show you how to, you know, unblock maybe the country we're sending you funds from, stuff like that, guys. You know, wallets like Bitcoin and these really BTC wallets, guys, they have zero support because they don't have fees. They don't really have that much fees in the system, so they don't pay people to support their members, okay? So that's a big downside of using something like that, is because if something goes wrong, it's on you to figure it out. And I think that, you know, guys, if you've been watching the videos in group that I've been putting out over this last week, you really know that, you know, with BTC, if you're using it, you have to look into things to figure out what's going on, right? We've got over $1 million. We actually have over $1.1 million in BTC right now. I'll show you that in a second. But here's the thing. They had a huge problem. They got backlogged, I think, 70,000 payments or something like that. And they didn't say anything to anyone, right? We had to go online and look at blogs and, you know, look into things ourselves to figure what was going on, figure what was, you know, what's going on here kind of thing, okay? So zero support means in the long run, it's not that great, right? It's not that great in the long run. But here's the thing is that if you're coming in with $10, it's probably most likely better for you to use BTC because Payza and these other payment processors, they have fees, okay? But if you're coming in with a lot of money, then do you want to put the risk of, you know, not having to pay fees but not getting support? Guys, if I'm coming in a system with a couple $1,000 or $10,000 or even $500 or $1,000, I want the support. I want to know what the heck's going on, right? If there's a problem, if my funds, you know, don't make it to my 24, I want to know what's going on, right? I want to know. I want support. I want to be supported. Okay. So, sorry for talking about that again, guys, but I just really want to concentrate on, you know, teaching people how to make money online and how to be safe online. It's a huge thing, guys, being safe online. You know, there's a lot of people out there and a lot of companies out there that, you know, they do something for maybe a different purpose than you think. Okay. So that's Payza. Payza, guys, we're doing good. Remember, we just did payouts. There's probably around 300,000 or 400,000 or 350 in this account before he did payouts. Normally, when I make my videos, it's you know, when the funds are built up and stuff like that, and then I'll go and make my videos. So it's the same thing every single week, right? It's the same time and stuff like that. But he just did payouts. I showed you guys the proof there. We could go back, you know, we could go way back here. We'll go to page 8. Okay, eight pages back and still Payza. You know, guys, so you can check that out if you want to. Okay, so next thing we're gonna go to here is, we should show you last week's Payza. I think we had about 100K more or something in there, and the frozen funds was there's last week's. The frozen funds was 360. Yeah, we had 50K more, but you got to remember I made my video at a different time. It was like before we did payouts, right? This video I'm making after we did payouts with Payza. All the other payment processors, I'm going to pay you guys out through them as soon as I'm done this video. So we actually have more money in our Payza account now, even after we did payouts, because if you look at the frozen funds, guys, this was 368 last week, and this here is only like $55,000 more than it is this week here, and we just did payouts, and this is $434. So we actually have about the same amount of money or even a little bit more in our Payza account right now, okay, than we did last week. And we just did payouts. So it's pretty cool, okay? Next thing here, let's go and let's look at BTC. This BTC, guys, it's always one of my favorite things to make videos about because it's just always such a huge thing, because a lot of the members now are thinking, okay, yeah, well, this payment processor fees, so I'm going to go and start using BTC and stuff like that, right? So a lot of members are doing that. But once again, think about the future. Don't think about just right now. Think about the future, guys. Make this, make your accounts last forever kind of thing, okay? Build multiple payment processors is a good thing, okay? So last week we had in BTC 1394, so which is just under 900,000 bucks, 878,000. This week, guys, it's just insane. It's incredible. We've got over 1 million BTC. We've got over 1.1 million actually, okay? We've got 1,609 BTCs. So that's 1.1 million 8,000. So 1.1 million, guys, in BTC right now. Incredible. That's just crazy, okay? So let's get to the next one here. I got to finish this video up. My stomach's like blah, 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 the whole time I'm doing this video. So here we are here in, did we miss perfect money? I thought I did perfect money after. There's the perfect money. Sorry, guys. I skipped one here. We got to go to perfect money. This is loading. So perfect money last week, we had $95,000, okay, in perfect money last week. Perfect money this week has went way up. We're at 108,000, okay? But perfect money is the same as Payza. It's always like up and down, up and down, up and down, but it's all good though, because we always have hundreds of thousands of dollars in these payment processors, okay? Most revenue shares, guys, and I'm not bashing revenue shares. I'm saying most of the revenue shares, they live from day to day. And then it starts to live from, hey, we got to, lower our withdrawals. We got to make this change. We got to make that change. And it's not the same system as you joined, right? So our system, my 24-hour income, we can't really change it, right? If we change it, it won't work. If we lower the withdrawal, the system's not going to work, because the whole purpose of my 24 is for you to do unlimited withdrawals so you can build your account to whatever you want, right? If you want to make $10,000 a day, you can make $10,000 a day. If you want to make $10 a day, you can make $10 a day. Your account is your account, right? You're the one building it. It's not like someone else is building it for you, right? Unless you're sponsoring, of course. But here's the thing. Think about that for a little bit, guys, right? You sponsor, you get referral commission. It's like, getting extra ad packs there through your referral commission, okay? But the thing with My24 is it's you that maintains your account, right? It's not new members joining every single day and we need more members than the day before joining, right? It's you maintaining your account. You're the one building. If you don't want to build anymore, then you just simply maintain your account and you keep it level, okay? So cool, okay? So perfect money is doing awesome. And what do we got here? We got the payers last week was 86,000. This week, what is it this week? This week it's 84. So it's went down a little bit, about $1,000, guys, or $1,500. It's went down, which is not bad. It's one of those things, it's kind of like Payza, kind of like perfect money. They're always, they fluctuate up and down, like perfect money. This week is much more than it was last week. It's about almost $15,000 to $20,000 more than it was last week. Okay, and if there's only $100,000 in it, that's a lot of difference. Okay, this one has dropped about $1,500, but who knows? Maybe next week this one will be high, and this one will be a little bit lower. Okay, so that's basically it from me, guys. In this video here, I'm gonna get to payouts, and I'm gonna get you guys paid out in the payment process that I basically just showed you. Fahim's already done the Payza, and I'll see you guys in next week's update here. I'll show you the date today, so you know that what date it is. There, it's the 28th of October, and actually, almost in exactly 1 month from now, on this date, the 26th, right here, we've got our event in Poland, and I'll be there. So if you want to come to our event, if you're in UK, in the UK, kind of closer to Poland there. I don't know what side that is, but anyways, closer to Poland. I think it's maybe a 2-hour plane ride or something like that. You can come to Poland and check out our event. Definitely, if you're in Poland, it's probably worth it to make the trip and get pictures taken with the leaders, get pictures taken with me. And guys, that's like one of the best things you can do to boost your social media is take a picture of yourself with the admin of a company or the leaders of a company, the people that are making thousands and thousands of dollars a day, and tag them. Their Facebook following is going to see you because you've tagged that person in your post. Okay, so that's kind of something, a little secret insider that you can do. And guys, it's that simple, right? Building a brand online will lead to building a following. What does a following give you? A following gives you a presence and an income online. Okay, a very solid income online. And normally, in the end result of it is that if you're building a brand online, you can do it for free, and you don't really have to pay for paid marketing, right? If you can build a brand online. So that's what I kind of really focus on, and I try and teach people is about brand building, right? Building a brand online. So that's it for me, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get you guys paid out, and then I'm gonna try and take a sleep tonight. I didn't sleep the last 2 nights, so I gotta try and get to bed now. So I'll see you guys after I pay everybody out. So I'll see you guys once again. Bye bye.